This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go. 20.
I know he ain't got it. 58, come on. 58, come on. Go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking for Woods that time. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Red, up. Check. Greystone, travel.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Lucky.
Red, up.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, Rock. We better not.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Natson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Gurley. And he's got some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Here's Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. Hands up. Got four down.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, alert.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
26, Mike. Target.
Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Single, slot.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
We go tonight. 180.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
What? 180.
Here we go.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Bandit.
Goff on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Bears take over
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 63 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Rams take over
That's
first
it,
and
baby.
10
We gonna work.
at their own 25-yard line.
120.
Too low, tap. Motion. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, 5.
I got you.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30. 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. He fights him off. Oh, fighting off the defender. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. This is intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the toss, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Motion, motion, motion. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cut. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike 59.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this over the... That's caught inside the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it right. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 74 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. 18. Check.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Trubisky, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here comes the me, it's me.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They made the adjustments.